Welcome to Guitar SOS. Today we are going to look at saving this Epiphone SG400 from 2004, made in a Chinese factory back in the day. It's a 22-year-old guitar. It's a 25-year-old guitar with so much more to give. I bought it from a really nice chap for £100. He was really honest about it. I said, look, do the electrics work? He was like, yeah, and they do. Now in there, it looks a bit like a rat's nest right now, and there are some certain pieces missing in terms of securing the parts, but I can report that the electrics work really well. The whole guitar is not in a bad condition overall. It's got these Grover tuners, which I really like. The nut has a strange repair on the side of it, and it doesn't have the back plate. So my plan with this guitar is to set it up, put a new nut on, put a new back plate on. We're going to address some of the fading of the finish, so just some of the tarnishing. I'm going to polish the frets. I'm going to darken that fretboard with Monty's wax and see what people think, see if somebody wants it. If somebody wants it, we can maybe do a trade, maybe something for another project. But this is an absolute bargain for the money. I really like it. There's a scratch on the back here, which isn't very nice, the scratch. It kind of alludes to a headstock break, but it isn't, because it's just in the lacquer or the poly finish. So we're going to address that as well. But overall, it's a really nice place to start. It's got the cool top hat reflector knobs that you get from the early 60s. It's got a bat wing, which I like, the bat wing style. Pickups sound good actually. And it's got that lovely detail in the headstock. So there we go. Let's see how we get on. The first concerning issue was this crack here in the finish on the neck. I wanted to try and attempt to put this right by sanding through it, and it would at least confirm that it wasn't in the wood, whether the repair looked seamless or not by the time it was complete. Here's a little update. So what we've done is it had like a little crack in the lacquer that went along the back of the headstock. I had to check for my own peace of mind that it was nothing to do with the wood. So what I've done is I've sanded it, and with a view to refinish it just here, because I wanted to initially just sand the crack out, but that didn't work. So I've gone right down to the wood, and what I've brought is some, from Crimson Guitars, some special stunning stains, which brings me back to my youth. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to dip these into the stunning stains, give it a shake, dip it in, finish it on the back of here very lightly, wipe it off, and then tomorrow I'm going to spray the back and just put some layers of glossy lacquer on, and then I'm going to blend it using sandpaper and some nice Maguire's car polish, something with a carbonara wax in. Let's give that a go. So the old nut here has had a repair, but I thought for the cost of a nut, they're literally pennies. This is a nice graphite example. It's more like what you get on a Gibber. Fits in really nice. So we're going to put that on. Next I applied the Monty's. This is like a Relic wax. Just so that no, this video is more stock. It's not my actual application on that guitar, but it's just to show you kind of how it was done. So you clean it with naphtha, then you apply it onto the neck, and then you leave it for 48 hours, and then you clean it off, and the fretboard there, that's the actual result. It's really dark in comparison, just looks really nice. Very messy job. Wear gloves if you're going to do that. The next plan was to put P90s in, so I ordered a scratch plate and some P90s, and then I looked at it. I'd have to route out the sections, and I just felt that the pickups sound so good with the humbuckers that I wouldn't want to cause irreparable damage for no real reason. And soon thereafter, a friend of mine has given me this SG to do that project with, so a video about that will come up later on this year. If I go wide open, I'm using a Lion pedal, which is like a plexi. So add in full volume. Alright, if I go to the middle, that's why I love this configuration. I can get so many sounds just out of the two knobs, because I've got tone here. I've got my tone fully up on the treble pickup, or the bridge pickup. I'll turn that down. You get genuine kind of responsiveness. And this is the bridge pickup. It's cool. So that's kind of the thing. A couple of tones that are signature SG tones. So if I go on the neck pickup, wind the tone back, volume all the way up, you know. There you go. So that's the woman tone, you know, and this is like full up. So full tone up. Let's see how it sounds with like a slide. Sounds alright, sounds cool. It's got a nice sort of clarity to it as well as the gainy kind of stuff. It's not too dark either. So what else is a classic SG sound? Okay, so yeah, you can kind of get those tones without a lot of messing about. So there we have it. It's been a really nice little project, this. I love SGs, I love Epiphones, and I sold the guitar on quite shortly after that, and to a really happy buyer, and it lives on in a lovely new home. Please subscribe if you like this video. And all my stuff and content is brought to you by people who subscribe and are part of our guitar community. Thanks for watching.